An exclusive Contact 5 investigation as red tide continues to turn parts of Florida's Gulf Coast into watery cemeteries of dead fish. We got our hands on emails calling out the state's top tourism leaders for reacting too slowly. Contact 5 investigator Katie LaGrone is live with those emails and outrage from business owners. Katie.
That's right, Jay. Here on the West Coast, you certainly don't have to look very far to see the genesis for that outrage. Check out this intercoastal waterway near St. Pete. All sorts of sea life, dead sea life, floating on the surface of the water here. It is a fast path to disaster for the tourism industry. The question tonight, did state tourism leaders respond quick enough?
I smell it, I taste it, I feel it.
As Florida's worst case of red tide in a decade leaves lines of dead.
We did see a lot of dead fish.
And miles of empty.
There's no one here.
We obtained internal emails from Visit Florida showing the state's taxpayer-funded tourism marketing group was slow to jump in and respond to the crisis. I wish Visit Florida would have been out in front of this long before it hit national news, wrote the owner of an entertainment company on August 9th, months after dead fish tales made headlines. And this message from Visit Florida's CEO finally went out to its members. I think this is very late to be addressing this issue, added Chris Cullison, who owns the Sandpiper Inn on Longboat Key, where customers and profits dropped off nearly 2 months ago when red tide washed ashore.
The crisis was already there for a couple of weeks and a few months even south of us.
Visit Florida boasts it's Florida's official tourism source. Membership buys online marketing and promotion. For paying members, communication is everything.
The communication that we get from these folks is not worth it.
Even Visit Florida's board expressed concerns. You didn't mention anything regarding arguably the biggest threat to our state's tourism industry since Hurricane Irma. Red tide, a board member wrote to Visit Florida's CEO on August 3rd. Have you put out a statement on red tide? Wrote another. Nope, the CEO responds, adding plans for a conference call and crisis plan. Please do, but you have to admit that will be late to the game. They are in it already, wrote back board member Marianne Ferentz, a Tampa restaurant owner.
That was simply me getting up to speed.
Seems to suggest that the communication wasn't, I guess, occurring. Am I misinterpreting this?
No, I think that the communication was occurring to the people that were affected. The communication may not have been, going out to the entire board or the entire industry.
Should it?
I don't mean to be evasive in the answer, but I would really have to think that through of what the importance of it would be.
I am very emotional about this.
Cullison told us she isn't renewing her $285 Visit Florida membership.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
A mess forcing business owners and tourists to just wait it out.
We got here when it got here, unfortunately.
Ding, ding. Lucky us.
And Visit Florida says any suggestion that it waited to respond to red tide is 100% false. The group is hosting bi-weekly conference calls with businesses impacted and offering some of them money. Live in Madeira Beach, Katie LaGrone, WPTV News Channel 5.